A cyclist thug who pulled out a huge zombie knife and began smashing a car window in a terrifying road rage attack was today spared jail, sparking fury. Shocking dashcam footage showed Joshua Gardner, 18, brandishing the enormous blade on a busy South London road before repeatedly slashing at the car and threatening its 19-year-old driver, who got out and ran away. But an Old Bailey judge told Gardner he would only be given a suspended sentence because he was wielding the knife after a 10-day kidnap ordeal in which he was held at gunpoint. dailymail.co.uk once 2018 11 27 17 6,709,426 6,434,709 image at 10 1,543,348,649.jpg height equals 149 width equals 634 alt equals class equals book order img share copy link to paste in your message. Gardner, who had a previous conviction for attempting to rob a schoolboy of his mobile and wallet at knife point, was convicted of attempting to cause grievous bodily harm with intent. Share this article. Share. But Judge Anuja Dur QC said there was an incident of kidnapping between about March 26 and April 2, so a relatively short period of time before you committed this offense. JPG height equals 417 width equals 306 alt equals class equals book order img share copy link to paste in your message. You were bundled into a car and threatened with a gun because of a drug debt that a friend of yours had run up. You were then taken to a place referred to as a trap house for 10 days and you were made to sell drugs to work off the debt. The kidnapping, said to be by a gang of men in their 20s, reduced your culpability, she told Gardner. Judge Dur passed a sentence of 2 years in jail, suspended for 2 years, after hearing of his kidnap ordeal and reading a letter from his mother. Gardner will have to carry out 150 hours unpaid work and be tagged and subject to a dawn to dusk curfew. The decision sparked fury, with serving Greater Manchester police officer Sergeant K tweeting that he had been left speechless. Cliff Baxter said, "The sentencing here does nothing to act as a deterrent to those who carry and use knives. And they wonder why there is so much crime," another Twitter user wrote. "Well, he won't do that again," Sergeant Harry Tangy tweeted in a sarcastic tone. Another account, Lime Tree Maintenance, wrote, "And that right there is what is wrong with the UK at the minute. No wonder gang crime is so high. A slap on the wrist and maybe a fine. It would be laughable if it wasn't so serious." Defense lawyer Mark Stevens told the court his client was thoroughly ashamed of himself and for the pain he had put his family through. His mother is really looking to move away from the area. It is a completely different borough, he said. He was 17 at IMN at the time, and I would urge the court to sentence him as if he were a 17-year-old. dailymail.co.uk once 2018 11 27 17 6,550,618 6,421,011 Gardner lashes out at the car in the daylight attack. He unleashed a 1,543,339,156,439 JPG height equals 360 width equals 634 alt equals class equals book order img share copy link to paste in your message. Gardner, of Croydon, was convicted of attempting to cause grievous bodily harm with intent, but admitted outrage and possession of an offensive weapon. He claimed he was forced to sell drugs for 10 days after being kidnapped, and judged or accepted this was true. She told Gardner, "It was a frightening incident. You attacked a car in a threatening, menacing way. The incident was caught on camera, and the footage was played to the jury. It showed the extent of the violence you used. The film shows you were cycling at the time along London Road when the driver of the car pulled out and clipped your bike. You were then seen to attack his car with your feet, your fists, and with a zombie knife you produced from your waistband. You were seen to attack first the driver's window. You then tried to open the back passenger door. You then swiftly moved to the other side of the car, smashing the front passenger window and putting your hand inside. dailymail.co.uk once 2018 11 27 18 6,709,422 6,434,709 image of 15,543,342,649,528 JPG height equals 313 width equals 634 alt equals class equals book order img share copy link to paste in your message. The footage of the incident was watched by more than 100,000 people in Croydon North. MP Steve Reid wrote to the Home Secretary, Sajid Javid, to call for more to be done to tackle the rapid escalation in knife crime. The road rage incident also left Gardner in breach of a youth rehabilitation order put in place after his earlier attempted robbery. Detective Constable Aaron Champion said the footage that was circulated widely in the media, which showed Gardner waving around a zombie-style knife, understandably shocked both the communities of Croydon and the wider public. He had decided that day, for whatever reason, that he would attack this man, and brazenly pulled out this knife in front of horrified members of the public, some of whom had finished work or had collected their children from school. His conviction and sentence send out the message that the police will not tolerate the mindset Gardner seems to have adopted, that the casual use of a knife is justified to settle even minor differences. The Attorney General's office is able to refer supposedly lenient sentences for review at the Court of Appeal. Tonight, a source confirmed to Mail In Line that a referral had been received.